Very good this morning, so I thought I'd let the calf out here, and he's doing actually exactly what I was hoping to do. He's on the back of her udder and I'm milking on the front. I did this the other day, and I could just kick him off the back once her milk lets down good and then take it all, but it's actually kind of a really sweet thing to do, is let him have the milk in the back while I milk up here in the front. Dolly feels about this, but she seems to not mind at all. In fact, she seems to shuffle her feet less when we're doing this. The kitty cat is always sneaking around here when we're milking, trying to get a little milk, even if it's just milk dropped on the floor. She got her paw stepped on one day, sneaking milk. The cow stepped on her paw, didn't break it, but that definitely changed her attitude a little bit towards the whole process. But she still comes down and tries for it. It snowed again last night, and the mountaintop is rimmed with ice. Coming out to check on the animals. Mom and Dad are back together again. And the babies are all out here. Hey, little piggers. Little piggers, little piggers. I have some unfortunate news for y'all, and I waited a couple days to tell you because I was just frustrated and honestly kind of confused as to what was happening. I wanted to make sure that it didn't keep happening. We lost 2 baby pigs. We found them dead. One of them, I'm pretty sure, got rolled over on by mama pig. I'll climb down in here and show you what I think happened. Here's the pig's nest, and I found that first one right over here. I think that with this first one, what happened is I had the nest against this lower wall. Well, the mama pig had her nest against this lower wall. And I'm pretty sure that it just got trapped between the mama and the wall and got smashed there. This does sometimes happen. And there's things you can build to prevent it. I didn't think I needed to because how the nest was laid out. What I've done to try to prevent that from happening again is basically move the nest out away from the wall. So the nest is out here now. So the baby pigs are away from the wall when they're in the hay. So if they ever kind of get trapped by the mama, they can move away from her without having a wall obstructing the path. The piglets are already roaming kind of wherever they want to go because they can go, there's holes they can get out everywhere. They've stayed close by whenever I've seen them, but they're going outside. They were going into the barn before I blocked that. I blocked this path where they can't roam into the barn, and they have this little creep area. A creep area is just where they can have access to a little bit of food and some water that they can reach, where the parent pigs cannot get in here, but they can squeeze through here and eat. They're still just 2 weeks old, so they're mostly drinking milk. But commercial pigs, a lot of times they wean them at 3 weeks. So they are starting to nibble on food whenever we feed the mama pig. So they have some food there that they occasionally nibble on, but they're not really eating a lot of it yet. The frustrating thing about the second pig that died is I have no idea how it died. It did not seem like it had gotten trapped or smashed. It just was dead. And you might say, well, have a vet out and check on him, but both of these pigs were totally healthy the day before, and then they were dead the next day. So, you know, if a vet came out and looked at our piglets now, he wouldn't have anything to say or do. It would just be a waste of money. So this is definitely a frustrating experience. I know it's not too uncommon to have some piglets die, but it's still frustrating. And it's frustrating mostly because I don't know why that second pig died, and that feels kind of out of my control. But the rest of these little pigs look really healthy. I'm trying to see right now that they're out in the light, how many are girls and how many are boys. And I see 1, 2, it's 3 boys and 2 girls, so I've got 3 to castrate. Here come Dolly and Brownie, coming down here to see what's going on. Hey Dolly dear. You'll notice she has her halter off because she's been behaving and getting in the milking stanchion pretty well. And there's a much better view of the icy mountaintop up there. Brownie says, I'll try a little water. It's not as good as milk though. A couple people have asked for an update on our apple trees. It's winter now, so there's not really a lot of updating to do. This is our Ben Davis tree. Ben Davis was a huge commercial staple, highly productive apple. It's actually kind of hard to tell if trees are even alive in the winter. You can look and you can feel and see they're flexible on a warm day and that they're not brittle and dry, but you really don't know without looking closely until spring whether they're alive. You could cut a branch, but I'm not pruning at all until next year. There's varying recommendations on this, but I'm going with the no pruning first year. We'll prune next year. We'll just let them grow this year and establish a nice frame that we can pick our main branches from. I do have 4 spots laid out for new trees, 1 right here, 1 here, 1 here, and then 1 up by the garden. What I have is a pile of compost with some mineral amendments on top that are working their way down through with the rain. And then I have a ring of welded wire around it just to keep chickens, whenever they're free ranging, from scattering that out. What this compost pile does is it is conditioning the soil underneath, totally killing the grass. When I dig a hole here to put a tree in, I promise you're gonna see great results. It's gonna be a lot easier to dig the hole. It's gonna get that tree a great start. Thank you all so much for watching. For all of our Patreon supporters, I just wanted to let you know I put a new video up on Patreon, and it's about how making personal connections can help you in buying a rural property. If you don't know what Patreon is, I'll try to link a video right up here, that just explains basically what Patreon is. And there's a link to Patreon in this video description. Thank you all so much for watching. It has been another great day on the homestead. Sad in many ways with the pigs dying, but it was a good day, and we'll see you in our next video.